Hey guys, what's up? This is Yukimoto once more, and this is the and this is the third part of my Jade Empire playthrough. Gonna do a quick, brief recap. In the last video, we bandits attacked the town of Two Rivers, which that's where the game is set in at the moment. And we also found out that the leader of the bandits is not only an assassin, but an assassin who is looking for Master Li. So hopefully hopefully in this video we'll figure out, we'll find out why exactly that was going on. So yeah, let's start the game. Okay, so...
I'm so glad you and Master Li arrived when you did. My father ran to the school gate to find students to help. Did he make it? That is a great relief. We tried our best, but without you and Master Li, we would have died. Thank you. Hopefully Master Li can shed some light on what led to this. A sorcerer in our little village? What is wrong with the world?
Yeah, the blue halo that you saw was an indicator that I did a open palm action.
Oh, you! You're a friend of Dawnstar, right? Dawnstar, there you are. I know I haven't spoken to you in a while. I saw him again last night, and I remembered what you said. I wasn't as afraid.
I'm glad, Mrs. Zhang.
He seemed peaceful, if a bit lost. But I know it's not your fault now. I'm sorry for disturbing you and for what I said before.
Remember Zhang Jin, her son? He drowned last year after the mooring she tied let go. A sad accident. I saw his spirit and told her. She thought I was calling up ghosts. Some spirits return because of trauma, to rectify something that disturbed them in life or death. They are very focused. When the pain is gone, they find rest. At least they are supposed to. Jin's spirit told his mother the accident wasn't her fault. Now he wanders, unconnected to this world, and unable to pass to the next. Troubled spirits can be set to rest for a time, but unless the greater problem is corrected, it seems all dead are destined to wander until they go mad. I'm sorry, this has been difficult. I don't want to think about how it affects specific people. I'm still not sure I should have told Mrs. Zhang about her child.
Two things. First, I want to apologize for the way I sound. I'm sort of fighting a cold, or something. Second, I'm amused by how bad BioWare is at getting a character's hand really close to their face. Like even in Mass Effect and Dragon Age, which are really good games, they still suck at, getting a person's hand right to their face. Anyway.
I don't know. People just want to be left alone with their grief. I guess blame is easier to understand than chance. Come on, we should go see if the students are all right.
Probably.
Master Li will be waiting.
First, though, let's check to see if there aren't any bandits still hanging around the...
It's a good thing we have Master Li here.
Oh, wait. Need to hear this.
Don't forget his senior student. They say he's the one who dealt with many of the bandits.
Wait, which one do you mean? Surely not that arrogant Gao boy.
Gao? Of course not. No, he's the one in those striking robes with his hair shaved off. He's a handsome devil, that one.
I always like that conversation, and it's always different depending on what character you're playing.
Hey boys, look who it is. Is that the one gal the Lesser's always going on about?
I think so. I say we teach a little lesson about staying in your place when great men like Gao are around.
Okay.
We're twice the men you are, drunk or sober.
Bullshit.
Teach this whelp a lesson in manners.
How about I teach you how to fight better?
Quite a bit of excitement. Yes, bandits can be tricky opponents. Of course, that didn't stop Gao the Lesser from beating a few of them senseless. That boy enjoys causing pain. You won't tell anyone about what happened, will you? I couldn't leave my post, you know. I can't keep watch over the students if I'm dead.
Even though I'm playing an open palm character, I like being an asshole to this guy because of the fact that he chose to become the gate guard simply to get out of working in the field, which just doesn't.
Please, it's not my fault I'm not as skilled as you. This is just the only job I could get that wasn't, you know, hard.
Yeah.
Couldn't I convince you to let the glint of silver distract you? A few coins between friends?
Well, plus I get money, so.
I wish I could, but this is all I have. It should be enough to cover this simple little thing. Of course, if I want your assistance, I should pay a respectful amount. This should close the matter, I think, and we can get back to normal. Do you need anything else?
That was weirdly close up. That was very close up on his face.
Why do you need to ask? A bandit attack isn't of enough interest? What else would people talk about? Perhaps one of the villagers can accommodate you? I would rather focus on my job. Two Rivers may be remote and calm, but I still take the task of protecting it seriously.
Bullshit.
Farewell.
Yeah.
Good job with those ruffians. Those bandits weren't gentle with this town. I'm going to help out with some of the repairs. I'm just glad you two got a chance to try those weapons out for real. Looks like they handled themselves well, just like you two. It's a sleepy little town, usually, and bandit attacks are virtually unheard of. Who wants to rob farmers? Rice isn't worth enough to carry it away. The only real visitor we have is that strange fellow who came in for supplies once or twice. He's just some mad hermit, though. He tries to avoid the village proper. The best thing about this place is Master Li's leadership. It's like the man was born to it. I never caught his name, and he shies away from the village proper, so I think he prefers it that way. His visits are so rare, I'm not surprised you haven't heard of him. Merchant Fendo won't even speak of the man. Just gives him a few basic supplies and lets him go. Oh well, no concern of ours. If a man wants to keep to himself, I say we let him do it. Oh, be fair. I may be the weapon master around here, but it's Master Li who really does the training. I help out, but he's the real reason you two are so good. I used to be a guard in Broken Path, a little town in the western part of the Empire. It was a sleepy place like this, though the residents were miners, not farmers. That whole province is called the Hills of the Six Holy Scrolls for a reason. It's rocky, as rich in minerals as it is in ancient temples.
I like how they will, I mean, you don't get to visit, some of the places that they talk about, but I like how they at least describe what, like, you know, the hills of the Six Holy Scrolls are, so you get an idea of what the land surrounding this town and the Empire is like. Yeah, it probably makes me a bit of a nerd, but I enjoy that sort of thing.
After the body takes enough of a beating, it just doesn't fight as well as it once did.
Once again, the hand's
About
not
10 years
quite
ago,
getting on the head.
something just broke loose. Ghosts stormed out of the hills, dozens of them charging from the west. We tried to fight them, and it worked to some degree. But these ghosts were howling mad. Some of them didn't even look human anymore. Like monsters they were. They came from the hills in the west. But beyond that, no one knows. The scary part is that these days I hear more and more stories about ghosts haunting the roads. I wonder if we in Broken Path saw the beginning of whatever is happening now. It's hard to say, but there are an awful lot of rumors about ghosts these days. I haven't the whisper of a clue. They simply attacked, all transparent and screaming rage in those hollow voices of theirs. Ghosts can't die, but they can be dispersed is the best word. They come back after a while, though. I guess there's no peace for the dead, except to go to the underworld, like most everyone does when they die. We won, but many people joined the ghosts' ranks that day. People were spooked, claiming that the hills were haunted. Soon enough, Broken Path became an empty path. It was deserted. Still sore from the fighting, I made my way south, to what I found to be more peaceful lands.
Did I already ask that? Oh.
It's a sleepy lip.
Oh, I did ask that. Anyway. Yeah, I think I'm gonna exchange my weapon.
So, didn't quite match what you were looking for, did it? Are you sure you'd like me to swap your weapon for Fortune's favorite?
Yes.
There you have it. Remember, when you're dealing with smiths, they'll be selling you their weapons, not offering them on exchange like your old weapon master would. Enjoy your new weapon.
That's true.
Now, did you need anything else?
Nope.
You're...
Those bandits will think twice before threatening a town protected by the likes of Master Li. They were fools to even come here. The only shame is that their ship sunk. Think what we could have done with their plunder. Ah, well, that's another opportunity lost.
His nose is just...
In this town, it's vital for a businessman to keep tabs on anyone with 2 coins to rub together. Things haven't been this slow since the long drought. That master of yours keeps things ludicrously stable while merchants thrive on strife. During the long drought, prices rocketed into the sky like fireworks. I get by. I suppose I shouldn't wish for strife lest it come knocking on my door. Yeah. Besides, the bandits didn't do as much to bring people to the store as I hoped. So maybe stability is underrated. Hep. You'd think the recent attack would have people buying supplies or weapons or something, but alas, business has not improved. Who could be more important than Master Li? He is the anchor of this town, and none question his wisdom. Two Rivers has always accepted the masters of your school as leaders, but none have taken to it with the skill, authority, or wisdom of your master. No different from anyone else. If you keep to yourself, no one bothers you. Well, you are always asking questions. That can be tiring. Although I do prefer that over Gao's posturing, he is not well liked. But his father has money, so he gets his way. If you wish, what do you want to know?
I want to know about that hermit.
I've never set my eyes beyond the horizon you can see from here. There must be someone else you could ask. I grew up during the worst of it, but I don't remember much. Just the joy when the Emperor put an end to it. Two Rivers was almost deserted by that time, but Master Li arrived soon after, and we've had peace ever since. I don't know. That's why the Emperor is the Emperor, and I'm content to be here. I don't need to worry about it. I send my thanks to the Spirit for successful journeys just like everyone else. I don't have any special insight. Why not ask your friend there? Dawn Star knows more about the Spirit Realm than anyone, it seems. She's been a great help from time to time.
I do what I can to help, good merchant. That's all any of us can do.
If you wish.
Might as well.
Well, there isn't much to tell. I'm just a simple merchant trying to ply his trade in a town that resists spending money. One day the gods will recognize my suffering and elevate me to their ranks.
I was hoping I could ask him about the hermit that that Ganju mentioned, but oh well. Whatever. Before I talk to Master Li, I'm gonna talk to her.
You are the hero of the moment. Gao claims that he dealt with hordes of bandits, but everyone else agrees that you turned aside their main attack. It is good that you were here. My foolish lack of attention forced Master Li to come to my rescue, and left me with a wound that will take a few weeks to heal. Master Li assures me I will heal in time. It's a shame, as Smiling Mountain was teasing me just yesterday with some special prize.
She kind of sounds like Mia Kunis, or Milia Kunis, how do I pronounce her name?
Smiling Mountain trains students in group combat, and just yesterday I managed to break your record for the number of opponents faced at once. He teased me by saying if I could go one higher, he might have a prize for me. I suppose he might make the same offer to you, if you're up to it.
Hell yeah,
if I could fight, he could likely round up enough opponents for you to make a run at a new record, but I can't face anyone with this wound. Unless you can speed up time, I'm not sure there's much that can be done. Master Li has already tended to it. Then again, I vaguely recall a grass or herb that hastens the healing process. Someone like Old Ming might know for sure. He's quite interested in herbs.
No, aren't we all?
I think so, though I can't remember the name. It was some kind of rare grass, I think. When he's not hollering at students for making too much noise, he's usually down by the beach looking after the statue of Emperor Sen.
I didn't see.
I know you're very busy, but if you happen to have time and be passing by the beach, I'd appreciate it if you would at least ask Old Ming. If I'm lucky, he might know of an herb, and if heaven smiles upon me, he'll know where to find some. If you have to buy anything, let me know what it costs and I'll pay you back happily. It would be worth it to get back to training. Take...
Yeah. Oops. Oh well. She was just... Nah. I sometimes click too fast when exiting conversations with people. Which it's a bad habit, you know. Anyway, he's Old Ming is apparently on the beach.
But
I'll talk to him anyway.
Sisa ia akawai o kupwai o tuko utro. Wasafno sasitu no ko ota napia ifaria ok. Kutkosi viva ya wo no hia ifaria o ka wiki no. Ika kahia wo no ka kike ia wo shathia oka uki ia aya yuya wai. Awa utkua wo kokopia kawa ia elbo. Piershat uk ni uksa ia sumpuno kahon wo ushashia uksa hiaka. Noko wo ifawia ok kun one wiki.
Price of a small pig. So 20 silver is the price of a small pig. Okay.
Kutkosi viva ya wo no hia ifawia o ka wiki no. Wasrafno sositu no ko ota napia ifawia ok. Awa utkua wo kokopia kawa ia elbo. Kone uk noea kup sa ia sisia su uko. Awa utkua wo kokopia kawa ia elbo.
That will make his life a lot easier. Gao's father is not a good man to have angry at you, from what I hear.
Yeah. Wo ia kukwania sinya ia.
The charm, intimidation, intuition thing that you saw. It's basically this thing, and obviously charm. Obviously, the charm option means that you're very charming with someone. Intuition means that you notice something and, you know, sort of use your words to use your intelligence to convince someone to do something, and intimidation is, of course, intimidating someone to do something. But yeah, and depending on how high your body, mind, and spirit levels are, your charm, intuition, and intimidation will increase. Meaning that, like, if you focus mainly on body and spirit, this will raise up really fast. These two will also raise up somewhat, but at a slower pace because only spirit and body will, you know, go up. And so, if these are too low, then, and you try to use charm or intuition to convince someone to do something, it could fail because it's too low. Oh, I apparently have enough money to, purchase a couple of skills from, Smelling Mountain.
Taui ia kawana ia sonir ipoki.
Right.
Nararo, na pirapirni, niktakatashi. O nikasuri kwana no koni ognawata niknipi.
That broom is terrible.
Taui ia kawana ia sonir ipoki. Uno will na no ba irsu. Isara yoyo, ko nirpuk no sankut na no wana napir.
Red silk, got it.
Yato no napadi irovir, ko ni ognawata Irkana, o nigasuri kwana no kasa iro. Tasi si tintu, funye wowosi wo tahufu. Ipanar nuko iwa Nika sanarir, iruro ninua sa irkana. Oh, tofu tawita it.
Oh, right, that dude. Right.
Usair coconato, tanatnia, katanano, shafatoyo, coconato siiri panoneniku.
Okay. Red silk grass, nut beard.
Niato no napadi irovir, kuni uk nawata ir. Usair coconato, tanatnia, katanano, shafatoyo, coconato siiri panoneniku.
Yeah. Anyway, see ya.
A potential customer is a welcome customer.
Shut up.
What can I do for you? Oh, yes. I had heard that someone was injured and immediately saw the opportunity to make vast sums of... No, to make a difference, that's it.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, I've checked my stocks, and I only have enough ingredients to make 1 dose of the salve for a poultice. I'm not sure how much good it will do by itself. Might take a bit of the sting away. Oh, now that's thinking, isn't it? Yes, I suppose red silkgrass might be just the thing for a wound. I could add it to the poultice. Expensive stuff, that. Very pricey. Hard to acquire, too.
Shut up.
Would certainly help her wound, but I know something just as good.
Mm-hmm.
Get her some bearded tongue grass and she'll feel better. It won't hasten the healing any, so she'll have to take it easy, but it will deaden the pain.
Yeah, the closed-fisted option is obviously to take the bearded grass, or the bearded tongue grass. And it really is a closed-fisted option, because if you give it to her, she will fight, and it will cause her wound to become even worse. Yeah, so basically you'll cripple her. Yeah. And all that you gain from it, really, aside from closed fist points, is, I think 20 silver, something like that.
If you think you can justify such opulence to heal something that time would take care of, who am I to argue? I'll just need your payment to prepare the poultice. Business has been slow. What am I supposed to do? Starve?
Yes. Just 'cause.
You're right. That wouldn't be just given the circumstances. As much as I hate to do it, I can knock a few silvers off the price for you. An excellent choice. I'll mix the salve for you and prepare the poultice. It won't take a moment. There you go. Her pain will fade quickly, and the binding effects of red silkgrass will make sure she can fight again, if she wants to. Your generosity is extreme, but who am I to complain? Enjoy, and I hope it makes your friend better quickly.
Me too.
Do come back when the weight of your silver is slowing you down. Always happy to help.
I always thought it was amusing how the merchants in this game can be identified because they have a giant gold coin hanging from their neck. I think it's gold. Probably gold. But yeah. Okay. I thought I'd seen a dude at the top of those stairs, but I was wrong. Apparently I'm saying things. And there she is.
This has been a busy day for us all. Is there something you need? The sun breaks through the clouds when I hear news like this. Heavens, I can already feel it working. That's amazing. Yes, this should be perfect. The poultice must have cost you some silver. Let me repay you. What did it cost?
Yeah.
That's very kind of you. I can't thank you enough. If you're interested in trying to set a new record for Smiley Mountain's special prize, whatever it is, then I'll be ready. Goodbye.
Yeah. It doesn't really matter if she pays you back, because it's not all that much money.
I heard how you faced those bandits in the village. Many people are impressed, but I expected no less. Your skill is a match for any rough bandit.
It's a match?
Is there anything you need? Perhaps
I
a
thought it
training
would have been
session
better
with some
than
of the
just
students.
any random
It would
bandit.
do them good.
Let
Yes,
me buy some
training.
training first.
For some time now, I have offered, for a small fee, to run students through a short regimen that will help them enhance their abilities. The lessons you learn from me, or from any trainer for that matter, will stay with you and help make you stronger, or better able to focus your mind or magic.
Cool.
Let's see what you can learn.
I can learn 2 things. So, she'll go with Belly of Iron, because it adds 3 health, even though it takes away 1 chi. And I shall also get Heart of Gold, which will add 3 chi, which will then make it +2, and take away 1 focus, which that's fine. And yeah, like basically all that did was add to the total number. It didn't add to this, it just added to that. If that makes sense. Anyway, let's
What can I
start
do for you?
fighting.
I am here to serve
students.
and train. Yes, and the students are on edge from the bandit attack. It would do them good to work some of that out.
Cool.
And now that Kia Min is feeling better, maybe you'd like to challenge her record in my little training exercise.
Yes, I would.
Kia Min says that she is feeling well and her wound seems to be already healing. I believe she will provide a fine challenge for you.
Cool.
If you win this match, then I will have a special reward for you. Good fortune.
A special Wow. That was easier than expected.
Well done. As promised, here is a reward for setting a new standard. Kia Min is eager to try again, but I asked her to rest for now. She seems well, despite her earlier injury. Now, is there anything...
Let's see, how's that? Yeah. Yeah, so I gained 100 silver and alloyed body, which... Oh, because I'm already, you know, going towards the closed fist option, the background picture for my dude is all starting to sparkle and stuff. If I go too far, if I keep going down the closed fist option, it gets set on fire, which is kind of awesome. Yeah, alloyed body adds 5 health and 5 focus. So, which again means that even though focus is supposed to be, it is lower than chi and health, it's also gaining on it already, because it's only 9 points behind chi and 17 behind health, which, But anyway, let's spar with the other
I'm here to serve and train.
I think I also gain another
I can arrange for a
ability
little sparring.
by sparring.
Are there
with
any special
all
conditions you
of
would like to
the
introduce? I know you prefer a
different
challenge.
sparring types, or yeah, or I spar against that one. Then
Yes, I suppose your fight against the bandits made you want to brush up on this technique. I can arrange for as many as 4 students to fight you. A duo to test their cooperation. Some of the younger students will think you are easy prey in such a situation. Show them the truth.
I shall.
Remember, this is only a practice match. It will continue until you or your opponents are rendered unconscious.
Yeah. And they are down. These students suck.
Very good. Another victory well earned. Now, is there anything else you would like? I can arrange for a little sparring. Are there any special conditions you would like to introduce? I know you prefer a challenge. Yes, I suppose your fight against the bandits made you want to brush up on this technique. I can arrange for as many as 4 students to fight you.
30.
A trio. Very well. This will be a valuable experience for all involved. Remember, this is only a practice match. It will continue until you or your opponents are rendered unconscious.
Got her. And I got them at the same time.
Very good. Another victory well earned. Now, is there anything else you would like?
I would like for your man boobs to not be attached to your stomach, but that's just me.
I can arrange for a little sparring. Are there any special conditions you would like to introduce? I know you prefer a challenge.
I'm gonna go with...
Yes, I suppose your fight against the bandits made you want to brush up on this technique. I can arrange for as many as 4 students to fight you. Facing a foursome means that you will have to remain aware of the fighting environment the whole time. Be ready. Remember, this is only a practice match. It will continue until you or your opponents are rendered unconscious.
And once again, these students were not ready.
You are improving every day. I have observed your technique, and you may not realize it, but you are more resilient. Let me show you. Now, is there anything else you wish at the moment?
Nope.
Goodbye. I am here if you need anything.
Yeah. Basically, if you fight against all levels of fighters from 1 to 4, you get Lesson to the Forge, which adds +2 to your health. I still need 200 silver in order to get the, in order to buy that last ability from him.
You fought well, and the record is yours. I'm happy for you, and couldn't care less about the record. It was just good to fight again and feel no pain. I'm a bit tender right now, but that's to be expected. I should be in much better shape before long. What can I do for you?
Good. Nothing. Let's see, I started with... Oops. Excuse me. I started with everyone, so let's talk to Master Lee.
Ah, you are back. I hope this unfortunate matter with the bandits has not caused undue stress. Some good people were lost, but many were saved.
Yeah, they were lost
It
because of
means,
you.
however, that I must accelerate your training. These invaders discovered us by accident, but as you likely suspect, they are related to your destiny. You have trained hard and are ready. You will have a pivotal role in some great events, my student, after you return from the Spirit Cave.
Spirit Cave?
I object!
Fuck you.
What is the meaning of this intrusion?
Your pet student is not the only one who fought those outlaws. Perhaps I did not stand in their midst on the beach like a fool, but I did my part. If you spent less time coddling him, you would have many promising students instead of one.
As much as I hate to admit it, he does have a point about Master Lee spending so much time on my guy that the rest of the students aren't as good.
This is not a matter that can be decided by effort, Gao. There are things at play that you do not understand.
I understand that this student has received preferential treatment, and I have suffered for it. Whatever is in this spirit cave, I am worthy of facing it too. If he is truly better than me, let him prove it. I challenge him.
I will kick your ass.
I will not have you brawling in the street. If this must happen, it will happen in the ring, as a proper test of your abilities. Gao, you are restricted to styles that I have taught. I know the dark tutoring your father, Gao the Greater, has imparted, but I won't have any such sorcery here.
Hobbled before I begin. Of course. How else would your precious protege win?
My student, I do not trust Gao to fight honorably. Consider your attacks carefully. Prepare yourself and return when you are ready.
I am ready.
Then let the fighters meet in the arena. Fighters, are you ready? This challenge will continue until one of you is incapacitated. This is not a practice bout. Injury is a possibility.
A possibility? I think it is more than likely.
Shut up.
Master, are you certain this is appropriate?
They have a dispute, and this is the only way to settle it with certainty. It will be an honorable contest. I have restricted Gao from using his father's sorcery.
I said you would regret getting in my way.
I
Fighters,
said you should shut
begin.
the fuck up. Yeah. Yay, killed him. Or, didn't kill him, but it beat him. Well, it would be nice to have killed
It
him.
is done. The challenge has concluded and the winner is clear.
No! I'm not finished!
Did you see Smiling Mountain in the background? Bouncing and...
Gao,
Sorry.
I have made enough concessions to you today. I thought I could guide you away from your corrupted path, but you are too much the son of Gao the Greater. You are no longer welcome among my students, and your father's house shall have no more business here, despite his influence.
I was not beaten! Not by this peasant!
Yes, you were.
You were defeated by your own foolish ambition and predictable temper. I will speak with you in my chambers about your expulsion. Go now. Everyone, this challenge is concluded. I'm sure the victor would appreciate your congratulations. They are well earned. Enjoy the words of your fellows. I will wait in the main hall, where we will discuss the spirit cave. Be certain you are ready when you come to me. Your life is about to change.
Awesome.
That was exciting. I'm glad you were safe. I knew you would be. Your skill is unmatched. Even Gao had to see that. I suppose that's what set him off.
Probably.
I hope he isn't allowed to stay. Punishment just makes him worse. Master Li has bent like a willow to accommodate him and his sorcerer's father. But don't you wish that some things made more sense? Anticipation is grueling. So much could be happening that you just don't know about.
Yeah.
It scares me sometimes, all this talk of troubled spirits. I didn't ask to be a part of it. As much as you want to know more, I doubt you had a say in your fate either. I'm sorry. This is supposed to be a happy time. You've proven your ability and Master Li is waiting for you. You should go to him.
I should. I don't need to talk to them.
Ah, there you are. Have you finished all your business with your fellow students?
Yep.
I expect our next conversation to change a great many things. You should be ready. Wait outside, Gao. I will finish with you later. Now, my student, there are many things ahead that you must discover about yourself. I trust you know the importance of your destiny.
I have no idea. Well, actually I do, but...
You are an orphan, but you were not abandoned. You were rescued from the Temple of Dirge in the land of howling spirits. You were orphaned by violent action. I take responsibility for it. You see, I used to be more than a humble teacher. To learn of yourself, you must learn more of me. I was once leader of the Imperial Army.
That makes sense.
I was known as Sun Li, the glorious strategist. I am the brother of Emperor Sun Hai.
Yeah, considering how many people keep praising Master Li for his leadership ability and his ability to lead the town, it does make sense that he is, that he was once leader of the Imperial Army.
I will tell you more, but first, we have an uninvited visitor. Gao never could keep his ears to himself, especially when angry. So predictable. He's heard as much as I wanted him to. Perhaps it will give him a little perspective.
Or
he should respect even the most humble person, because who knows what lies within. That includes you and me both. I was ashamed. He seized your homeland during the long drought. It was an aggressive change in the Empire that would soon bring Death's Hand to power. I withdrew my support and tried to rally your people against the siege I had helped plan. A doomed effort. Many died on both sides. Sun Qin, another brother, also fell. Listen, I will tell you how you came into my care.
Come with me. No, this is my fight. Go!
Dude, you're too big to hide behind there.
Your people were killed. I am haunted by it, and now the world may join me. The assassin on the beach was a Lotus assassin, a minion of Death's Hand. More will come. There were three. Emperor Sun Hai, Prince Sun Qin, the Hand of Heaven, and myself, Sun Li, the glorious strategist. Age decided our place in the order of things. Sun Hai was the eldest and therefore emperor. I was next and was head of the army. Sun Qin was the youngest and leader of the monastic order. Most in the Empire know nothing of the land of howling spirits. I found its people to be honorable, but I can't tell you more than that. There was no time to learn more. He is the right hand of the Emperor, and rules the Lotus Assassins in place of Prince Sun Qin, who was killed at Dirge, a death he may have orchestrated. He shows no hesitation, and gave no thought to the lives of those we faced. His influence poisons the Emperor. I have no doubt he is utterly evil. I have never faced him, but I know of no one living who has. A dark energy sustains him. That is the armor of a man who has no remorse, no pity. Your people were guardians, but we did not have a clear idea of what. It is tied to your destiny. I will explain if you want me to move on.
Okay.
You were meant for something important, but because of my actions it was denied you. Stories about ghosts, the assassin on the beach, you are tied to this. Our dead no longer drift to the underworld. They wander, lost, going mad. In time they may overwhelm the living. It began when your people were destroyed. We are on the edge of the Empire, and not all spirits make their presence known. We are not immune, but I kept you isolated. This information could endanger you. The first assassin found us by accident. The next attack may not be so unfocused. To fix the world, you may threaten the power of some dangerous people. The Spirit Cave will make things as clear as they can be. Only you are meant to understand what is within. You will see the corruption of the spirit realm for yourself. No, but few places truly are. This has been a lot to comprehend, so take your time. There are instructions inside, and something that belongs to you, an amulet.
Looks weird
when you
when he
emerge,
smirks.
you will know more about yourself and your destiny than I can explain, and you will better know your enemy.
I'm actually going to end this video here, and so in the next one we shall find out what is in this spirit cave, as well as see if we can find out more about our destiny. So I shall see you all then.